Hi people, it's Nettie again. Okay, let's try this fourth time. Puerto Rico is an American citizen. They are Puerto Ricans because they were born in Puerto Rico. Yes, that's why it's called Puerto Ricans. But we are American citizen. So, and a lot of people that lives in the States don't know what they're saying. They say, they send militaries over there. Then, even though they're not part of us and this and that. With this military's here too. The National Guard was activated also here in Puerto Rico. So, let's get our heads straight. There's a lot of veterans here in Puerto Rico. So much that when we go to Buchanan, we got to go early because sometimes you have to wait outside where they have the where you put the food, to wheel it. Sometimes they don't have it. You have to wait till somebody gets out and you could take one. That's how much militaries are in Puerto Rico. Yes. So don't come out with this thing that the ones in the States are the only ones that went to war. We're the only ones, and we're just giving them a piece of us. No, that's not like that. A lot of Puerto Ricans have died in the war. Kuwait and all these wars, Korean, Vietnam, you name it, they got it. And we are in the United States. There's 5 million Puerto Ricans in the United States. Yet Gutierrez and all these people, they say that Puerto Rico doesn't know English. No. They don't know English. If you count the ones in the United States, they left to the United States, they speak English. Their kids are being born in the United States, like I did. And there is a lot of people that knows English in Puerto Rico. Maybe the elders don't, but the younger group has taken the time to learn. Even the people from the Independence Party, they talk perfect English. Have you seen the mayor of San Juan? She's independent. She's from the Independence Party, even though she's in the Popular Party, because it's the only way she could be elected, because nobody's going to vote for nobody who's in the Independent Party. So what happens? She talks great English, but they don't want to teach English to the people in Puerto Rico. I taught my cousin many years ago, and when he went to the States, he already had some sort of how to defend himself in the United States. My kids know English, and when they were small, let me say this joke. When they were small, I would tell my husband, hey, let's take them to the beach. It's a nice day. When I would go to the bedroom to tell them that we're going to the beach, they already had the towel. They already had their bathing suit on. They already had their toys, everything. And I said, where do you think you're going? I said, Mama, you said beach. I know what beach means. And then we get in the car. So at a young age, I'm talking about 2 and 3 years old. At that young age, they were already capturing what we were talking, because we would talk a lot of English. In the house we talk a lot of English. So they used to capture it. And my daughter talks English. My son talks English. And they were born and raised here in Puerto Rico. Hello. So the thing is that there's a lot of people who does speak English. They have learned it in school. They have taken classes through YouTube. They have a lot of kids have done a lot of things just to get that English. Some profession, you need to know English. Like if you're a doctor, you have to learn English. How are you gonna read all those medication they give, or all those information? Everything is written in English. So then they explain to the person. If they don't know English, they explain to them. So anyway, they say that Puerto Rico is not, a state, so the United States don't have an obligation. Of course they do have an obligation. This is a territory not incorporated of the United States. We're not even incorporated. So what happens here? You could see that Maria took almost 3,000 people. They died. And it was from the lower side of the community. Basically, it's not, even though in San Juan there are poor people, but the majority was in the island, in the sectors that the houses were made of woods and things like that. But I don't blame the governor like a lot of people is doing, because the governor does not, high court can't go to every single house and inspect to see if they could, they have shelters. If they don't move to the shelters, whose fault is it? You know, and he had his hands tied up. He had a lot of things, and a lot of things started, very strange things started to happen. Like you find cartons of food and stuff like that hidden away for almost a year. You know, food disappearing. I think that the people who did this wanted to hurt the governor, trying to get him out. But I don't think it's gonna work because he has been doing a good job. So I just and I'm glad that Trump is there too, because Trump is helping out, and Trump already has said we got to fix the situation of Puerto Rico. Yes, yes, and if this gets worse, you're gonna have 8 million people in the United States. That's what you people want? Nah, we could be a state and pay I call it taxes to you guys, and whatever we get is because we paid for it, And even though some people does pay taxes here, especially if you're, if you're working for the federals, you do pay taxes. Some taxes you pay in the phone bill. You pay federal tax on communication. So, but that's very little. It's not like, every time you pay, you may get a check. You work for a private Puerto Rican company, and you get your check, they take out a federal thing. They only take out your Social Security that I know of. So, people, I know that we're going through hard times. I know that. And I tell the people, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. I didn't go through problems with water because I stack up the house with water. I had so much that even my daughter, who lost everything, came home over here. We have for them too. I stack up in so much water to take a bath. It was incredible. Plus, we were not using that water to mop the floor or anything. We were using rainwater to do everything else. So, you have to improvise. Take like if you, like there's no tomorrow. Like the water is never coming back. That's how you take water. And we used it until it finished and everything. And flashlights, all these other things that you could, like now we bought a charger that you charge it from the sun, and then you could charge your cellular and certain other things you could charge. So, those are little things that you could do. But what I'm asking the people mainly is, don't forget us. Help us fight to become a state 51, because we need it. We can't keep on this way. The government, some of these governors, they have stole. Some of the government, right now they took a group of people. They worked, I think, for the government. It was 11 people that was arrested because after Maria, they said they had this pain, that this, that. Naturally, over here you can even pay a doctor. One of these corrupted doctor, and he'll give you a sickness that you never heard. And they were caught. They found out that they were doing fraud, and they were put to jail. So that's how it works here, because everybody is trying to survive, and sometimes they're trying to get too much, and while other people are sleeping in the streets, other people has a half house, half of the house is okay, and that's where they're sleeping and laying down and cooking and doing everything else. So we have to solve this problem. We don't have, how you call it, people to take care of our elderlies. In the States, you get a home attendant, and we don't get none of that here. They say they have it, but hey, you gotta know a politician for that, and it's hard. If you're disabled, it's hard. If you're elderly, it's super hard. And it's very hard to live in Puerto Rico, but at the same time, it's very beautiful. It's like I don't move out because I have my house is not, but it's a nice house. It's a nice, big, comfortable house. So, and I love the heat. I love it here. I could open the doors, and see these beautiful trees and all that stuff. I can't do that in the States. You gotta be locked up most of the time. But here we could, just open it because we got gates. As you can see, the rail right there, all this is gate up, all the front. And in the back, it got an outside lock and an inside lock. So, they can't get in either. They have to break the door. And the door is made of metal. So, I'm just asking, to help Puerto Rico, you know, spill your words out. I seen a lot of people has made protests in front of the Washington. And I just hope that God enlightens Trump and he does solve this problem for us because it's getting worse every time. Every time it's getting worse. You know what? Now we're gonna get more raised how you call it light bills, water bills, and they have the tax when you buy anything, you pay 14%. That's of the 14% of whatever you buy. It's a lot of money. For a person who only makes 725, there's the minimum here, 725. We can't live on that no more. You have to invent something, which I'm trying to, with plants and stuff. I don't waste so much. If I want lettuce, I have lettuce. If I want eggplant, I got eggplant. I got the corianders that I love. And I got ingredients like basils and stuff like that to do my sofrito. So, it's very hard. So pray for us, for Puerto Rico, and let your word out. Let the people know that Puerto Rico is a American citizen, but with no rights. We are American citizens in a colony world. That's exactly what we are. So God bless you all. And until next time, bye bye.